It feels good to be back in the studio, the first video of the year. Happy 2025, poor boys.
Excellent!
We're going to start this year off small. We've got another Grom here, guys. This time it is the Arrma Mojave Grom BLX. This guy right here. You guys know these. These have been out for a long time already. I was holding out because I wanted to get the one with the funky color scheme. This one, the pink and teal, kind of matches the scheme we got going on here in the hobby room. It's finally here. Let's get it unboxed and see what it's all about. So this one comes with a Spectrum SLT2 transmitter, which has the 50, 75, 100 switch on the back, so you can adjust the power output. So if you're a beginner, you can start off nice and slow with the 50, work your way up to 75, then jump it up to 100 when you're ready. Also comes with all 4 AA batteries that you need for your transmitter. And one of the best features is that the ESC, which is a 2-in-1 ESC receiver combo, has dynamic stability control, or DSC, meaning it's going to be a lot easier to drive. We've got a 4500 kV brushless motor. This guy is ready to run, waterproof, all metal gears, brushless, smart tech, 2 and 3S capable, and comes with a 2-year limited warranty. And when talking about speeds, they claim this truck can go 50 miles per hour. And one thing Arrma started to do, which I really like, is they call it the real 50 miles per, let's see if we can circle it in our ring light there. A real 50 plus miles per hour. Now this has become a bit of a point of contention with a lot of RC companies these days. They're putting big numbers on the boxes, and you unbox it, you drive it, and it doesn't perform like it tells you that it would on the box. So one good thing about these Arrmas, that number is a real number. It's not just clever branding. You will hit 50 plus miles per hour with this thing. And they give you this chart right here, which I think is a really cool idea. It gives you an idea of what sort of speed you're going to be at depending on which throttle output setting you have your controller set at, and depending on which battery you're running, a 2 or 3S. This box also comes with a high power smart 7.4 volt 1400 milliamp 2S 30C hard case LiPo. All right, that's enough rambling, guys. Let's get this bad boy opened up. All right, let's go over the boring stuff first, guys. Instruction manual, get started manual, everything you need to know about your Mojave Grom BLX. There's our USB charger and adapter. Here we even get a cool little hex driver with a couple little Allen keys as well, and your 4 AA's to put in your transmitter. Speaking of transmitters, this is your SLT2 transmitter, guys. Very common, super lightweight, very basic, but does everything you need. On the back, you're gonna find your 50, 75, 100% switch, which is really, really handy, especially if you're a beginner. We've also got a steering reverse back there. We've got a steering trim and a steering dual rate on this bad boy. Now onto the good stuff, guys. The truck itself, it is still tied down in there. Huey's into it. What do you think, Huey? You want the truck? Well, or the box? Huey wants the box. Oh yeah. I'm happy I waited for this color scheme. It looks so good. But look at the suspension travel on something that's this tiny. You've got huge front and rear suspension travel. 4-wheel independent suspension as well. All metal gears with a very clever clipless body design. You see that purple button right there? You got one on each side. You just press them in, and boom, your body comes up like that. The body's got this big integrated cage system in here, guys, so it's super tough. Big supports in the back, big supports in the front. You got a big bumper back here as well. And here you can see that little button right there for your quick release system. Very neat. The overall design, I mean, the body shape is just awesome. You got your driver and your navigator inside there. You got the big Arrma on the front. Looks fantastic. Those colors really look really nice, especially in this light. They're really popping. You got the satin black roof in the back there. The louvers are not cut out. A lot of guys ask me that in the comment section, if these louvers get cut out for the air to pass through. So it's something to start showing you guys in these videos that in this case, they are not cut out. But there's even some kind of scale-ish looking details like these fire extinguishers and little backup lights and stuff here, which is kind of cool. You got your grind rails on top. Good looking body. Moving to the chassis itself, guys, look at that suspension. It looks so good. It's silky smooth. Look at our shocks, guys. These are metal, oil-filled, adjustable shocks. We got the big D-Boots Fortress tires on there with some aggressive tread. Excellent looking wheel glued onto the rim. We've got these big impact-absorbing bumpers front and rear. These little circle thingies do a great job of absorbing big, heavy hits. Up top, your camber's not adjustable, but your toe is adjustable. You can see that little adjustable link there on the front, which is nice. 2-in-1 receiver and ESC combo. Waterproof with dynamic stability control. Waterproof steering servo down below, and that's with an integrated servo saver. Here we've got the 2S LiPo that it came with. Let's check this guy out. A little 1400 milliamp hard case. Look at it. It's so adorable. And there's this pad here if you wanted to remove that to make a little bit more room for a slightly larger battery pack. You can hear those gears, guys. Nice chunky metal gears by the sounds of it. And she's full-time four-wheel drive. Underneath, we see that nice Arrma chassis. It's got the great little don't just bash blast. I like that. Little kick up on the front end here. And again, silky smooth independent suspension. These are awesome little trucks. And I would say one of the biggest complaints that I've seen online is that if anything, they're almost too fast. They're so small, you got to expect the fact that they're going to flip over quite a bit. And at 50 miles an hour, something this tiny is going to be pretty unstable. It's also going to be all sorts of awesome. You know what's really cool? I just noticed there's already quite a bit of camber in those front wheels. That looks so cool. The rear as well. Cool setup. You know, I had the original Mojave Grom when it came out, the brushed version, and I loved it. We ended up raffling it away, and I always regretted raffling it away. So this one I think we're going to keep in the collection because these trucks are just a ton of fun. They look cool, and with a small footprint, they're easy to carry around. You don't need a ton of big batteries either, which makes it nice. These batteries are so small. These are just great to carry around, bring with you on family vacations, things like that if you don't have a ton of extra room. And then when your kids and nieces and nephews and stuff want to drive them too, you just take that throttle switch, click it down a little bit, let them drive it. Speaking of driving it, let's go get this thing outside and see what it can do. So guys, earlier in the video, we're talking about the DSC system, or the Dynamic Stability Control. If you guys already know what this is, skip over this part, get right to the action. For you guys that don't know what that is, check it out. So this has a built-in gyro. So watch my front wheels. So basically that gyro, if I start skidding out of control, you see how it automatically counter steers for you? If you go this way, it counter steers that way. Come on, buddy, figure it out. That has 4 different settings, and from the factory, it comes on the most aggressive setting. As you can see, I just moved the car around, and you can see those wheels counter steering for me. So by turning the wheel all the way to the right, and then pressing the button in the back, the little DSC/power button, press it once, and it beeps once. So now I'm on level 1, which means I have no DSC. If I turn it to the right, press it one more time, see it beeped once, so now I'm on level 1, where I've got just a little bit of stability control. Do that a 3rd time. Beep 3 times. Now I've got a little bit more, and you get it. We can go all the way to the very top. 4 beeps, and now we're back at the max. That's how the kit comes. That's how you adjust it. So I don't have a 3S pack with an IC2 connector, so we are only going to be running this on 2S today. But we do have our throttle set to 100. So let's start off by seeing what our top speed is with this little guy. Gotta get it trimmed a little. That's full tilt. Brakes work. That is plenty of juice. Brakes work really well. There it is, guys, 32 miles per hour on a cold day. Going off memory, I think I said it was 35 miles per hour top speed, so we're at 32. It's wet, tires might be spinning, it's cold. I don't know, there's a bunch of variables.
Is that a Traxxas I see?
That was a weird landing. Whoopa. Whoopa. Well, likes to throw front flips, that's for sure. That was sick. All right, I wasn't totally happy with that last speed run. I think I may have sold this thing short. I want to see it hit 35 or whatever else it's going to hit. At least here I know I've got a real true run up, run down area, nice and long. It's one downside of this GPS that I use. It's not the fastest in terms of reading satellite data. There we go. That should give us a better number. Well, 30.4, a little bit slower, but the battery's also a little more tired now, so. Oh, I'm out of juice. Grind rails work. Is it waterproof? Let's find out. They say it's all waterproof, so. Oh, I don't think you're supposed to do that though. That puddle's a lot deeper than I thought it was. Let's go, buddy. Oh, how am I gonna get that? Oh, this is bad. That puddle is so deep. Come on out. Oh no, oh no. Why is this puddle so deep? Reverse, reverse. Oh my God, it stinks. Oh. Well, don't do that. The electronics are waterproof, but they're not rated for that. Let's see if they survive that though, because this is a fresh battery. Moral of the story, don't trust puddles. That was an untrustworthy puddle. Look at this puddle schmutz we got here. Can almost drift it. Almost drift it. This thing's pretty awesome. I cannot believe that I sunk it in that puddle like that. I had no idea, guys. I seriously did not mean to do that. Look at how much schmutz is wrapped up in the rear CVDs. Probably just dog bones in the rear actually, but man, what a mess. That's gonna be a fun cleanup job. Opa. How much grass is wrapped around that dog bone. What about this one? Oh, guys, it's stinky. It's that, you know, that stinky mud. Not like the nice mud I could have gone into. I went into the stinky, old, nasty mud. What a mess.
2,000 years later.
Guys, I wasn't totally satisfied with how that last speed run ended up. I really wanted to hit the 35 miles per hour like it says on the box. However, it's Friday afternoon. I gotta get this video for you guys on Saturday. It is just pouring outside, and I'm not gonna get that speed run done today. I know it's just not gonna happen. I'm pushing all that water. So I'm gonna get back to that in an upcoming video. But for now, I had to give you guys an update after being in the water as long as that thing was. I did not mean to submerge the car. You were not supposed to submerge these cars. So I'm curious. I cleaned this thing up yesterday. I gave everything a nice little splash. As you can see, it's all cleaned up here. Took it all apart, got it all cleaned up. This stuff right here works really, really well, guys. This Moose Lick industrial grade ultra thin oil. So I gave the bearings and all the moving parts a good little spritz with that. Washed it all up. Really got it nice and cleaned up again. You never know. Even the stink is gone. You know that nasty thick black stank mud? That's what we were in yesterday. The tires smell like a good tire sniff again. So we're good there. But the real question is now, is this thing going to work? I've got my batteries charged up again. What do you guys think? You think it survived that big dunk? Let's find out. This is a good sign. This is the first time I've powered it up since we went in the water. Steering servo's good. Do we have throttle? It's alive. Reverse works. Oh my gosh, it works perfect. I can't believe it still works. Even the DSC still works. That is awesome. Guys, I am not endorsing you to take your vehicles and submerge them in puddles. But the fact that that thing still works after being submerged, and it was in there for quite a while. That was that nasty, mucky water. That's a very, very good sign. That waterproofing definitely works. As for the 35 miles per hour, well, we have to leave that for another day because it is not happening today. Guys, thanks so much for watching Poor Boys RC. As always, be excellent to each other.